Good morning, everyone. It's Yvonne here to do your What's Cracking reading. Firstly, thank you so much for all of your support. Secondly, just to remind you that we have fairs starting up again this year. We will be in Goulburn on the 1st of May, and Linda Usop, Linda, the Psychic Pinup, and myself are doing a platform event in Goulburn on the 30th of April. So if you're in Goulburn that weekend, you get a double dip. The tickets will go on sale shortly, so be watching out on my page, my Facebook page. I'll put everything on there for the people in Goulburn and areas around there. Please watch for scammers. Lots of scammers at the moment, scamming and spelling and doing what they do. Don't be taken in. Remember, I will never approach you for a personal reading or friendship. That's not that I don't want to be friends with people, but I feel in my position it is much more suitable if you want to be friends with me or get a reading from me that you come to me. That's just how I do things, and I feel like most psychics would do the same thing. We're not pushy people, we're not salespeople. All right, we're going to use the After Tarot for your reading this morning. I've got to say the cards are really, really lively today, jumping around everywhere. Because I haven't done the star sign readings, I did do a star sign compilation yesterday, if you want to go looking for that. I'll try and do some things over the next few days, but again, trying to get on top of this virus has been a little bit difficult. So, all right, let's get into this reading. Well, okay, so we're starting with the King of Pentacles. Now we're talking Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy when the King of Pentacles comes out. As an energy, we're talking about someone who's, because it's a masculine energy, someone who's more focused on, their career, making money, creating wealth. It doesn't mean that feminines don't do that, but it's considered a masculine trait, building stability, building security. The King of Pentacles is very structured. He likes things done in a logical order. If you are an earth sign, you will understand you probably make lists for everything, as we do. I feel like here you're dealing with someone, because this card often comes up for me as a husband or a partner card. I feel like you may be very focused on a relationship with somebody at the moment. Maybe wondering if it's going the way you want it to. Is it going to be the relationship that it looks like it's going to be? I feel like you see this person as somebody you want to be with long term. And maybe that's taking up a lot of thought at the moment. You sort of feel to me like you're already thinking about, commitment, long-term marriage, whatever. But it feels like to me you're focused on somebody that you may have met or somebody from your past where you feel that the future with them would be very solid. Let's see what's behind that. Okay, we have the Magician. Well, that makes sense. So for me, this makes me feel as though you're trying to manifest something with somebody, whether they are somebody who's currently, in your life, or somebody that you've recently met, maybe somebody that you've met in the past, but there seems to be a focus on this person. And because I have the Magician here, it makes me feel like you're trying to manifest something with them. Let's just pull another card. Okay. Yeah, see, look, future energy. I feel like with the Moon here that you may be holding on to a lot of emotion. You may be sort of trying to understand your emotion. You know what it feels like when you first see someone, or you first have contact with someone, and you become really, really curious about them. And you might Google them, you might ask questions about them, but you feel like you've got such a strong connection with that person, and you may not have really had a great deal to do with them, but you become a little bit obsessed, I want to say. And I feel like with the Moon card here, it's almost like you're harboring or developing feelings for someone, and it's like you're trying to manifest them in, maybe for a date, maybe for a meetup, whatever it is, but you definitely feel like you're focusing on the future and your emotions here. Yeah, see the Hanged Man here, we've got more manifestation. We have the Hanged Man with the Three of Wands, which makes me feel like you're really focused on a future. Now, I have to say, maybe you haven't met this person. Maybe you've seen someone and had a crush on them. Or maybe somebody has sort of been in and out of your life and you've wondered what it would be like to be with them. The other thing too is you could just be manifesting a new partner for the future. It may not be a particular person, but you may be already envisaging what you want in a person going forward, or what sort of person you can see yourself being with. Male or female, doesn't matter. It's like you have emotions coming to the surface. So maybe you're ready for a new relationship. That Magician says to me, more than likely you are where you need to be. You have everything you need. So maybe you're trying to manifest a new partner in here. So whether it's somebody you've already met or whether it's somebody brand new, you're trying to manifest something. Obsession, you see. Sometimes when we become, very preoccupied with someone, sometimes we can get very fixated on someone without really knowing them very well. And sometimes we can have a really strong connection through a brief moment with someone, even though we don't know who they are. And that's what I feel like is happening here. There's almost this obsessive feel to it. So if this is you, you may be sort of trying to find out more about this person. I feel really strongly here this sense of feeling very, very connected without actually really knowing who you're connected to. There's a feeling deep within you that you have like some sort of connection with this person. I feel like it's messing with your emotions too. Let's have a look and see where this is going. We're going the wrong way, Yvonne. Like trying to drive a trailer. Okay, so we have the Eight of Swords coming through with the Nine of Cups and the Eight of Cups. That's very interesting energy. Again, with this sort of obsessive energy here, you've got the Eight of Swords here, which says to me that you're very much in your head about this person. You may be thinking about them a lot. They may be somebody you've crossed paths with that you are just feeling like you have this really strong connection with. But whatever it is, it's got you in your head really thinking about it. And I feel the obsession here with the Devil card. I want to say to you, though, what is really, really nice is that I do have the Wish card coming through. So I feel like perhaps the connection you have and the feelings you have do have a basis. Maybe this person's sort of given you some sort of indication that they're coming your way. If you haven't met them yet, then they're definitely on the way with the Nine of Cups. Now, very interesting, we have the Eight of Cups here next to that, because we have one cup short, and of course the one cup represents love and long-term relationship. So I feel like here, it's like you are now feeling a little bit, I almost want to say disjointed. It's like you feel a little bit like you can't continue where you are. Now you feel this way about this person. Something has to change here. All right, so we have the World card coming through. Five of Wands coming through. And the Five of Swords. Well, I feel that you are probably going backwards and forwards trying to work out if this connection you have is real or not. Whether the other person felt the same way. That sort of energy coming through with the Five of Wands, Five of Swords. Do I leave this behind and move on? Do they feel the same way? Are they obsessing over me as much as I'm obsessing over them? Because I see with the World card here, you could have met this person on holidays, for example. You could have met this person on an overseas trip. But it's almost like you're trying to make a decision here whether to let it go, but you're going backwards and forwards on, did they feel the same? Was the connection real? Am I feeling this way for no reason? And sometimes when we get into that cycle, we can try and make the choice of walking away. But I feel like I'm talking to whoever I'm talking to here, where you've become very almost formed an attachment to the idea here without actually understanding whether it's real or not. All right, so I have the Three of Swords, the Six of Cups. For some of you, this person is definitely from your past here. And I do see you making a decision here. And I'm wondering with the Three of Swords here, is this a decision around trying to make contact or trying to, maybe bump into them on the path, or trying to find some way to come into contact with this person to see if they feel the same way? Let's have a look. Whoever this person is, and it could be Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, I feel really strongly that you feel that there was some sort of connection here where you're feeling this person could be your long-term partner. And you're trying to manifest them in here. I see a lot of emotion going around here and a focus on the future. I feel like in your head, though, after seeing the cards down here as well, there is a really strong feeling here that you're trying to look at it from another perspective. And that sort of makes me feel like maybe you're sort of saying to yourself, maybe it wasn't real, maybe it was a mistake, maybe it wasn't love. But I'm really strongly feeling with the Nine of Cups here that something is coming of this, especially with this Six of Cups. You appear to have had a very strong soulmate connection. So you may have recognized this person's soul, even if you only briefly met them. But you've recognized something. There's a lot of cups in this reading. I feel like the thing is here with this Three of Swords and the World card makes me feel like you're scared of getting in your head too much about it in case it wasn't real. So there's a real energy of trying to pull back or whether to go forward. That's the Five of Wands, Five of Swords energy. It's like, do I pursue this? Do I hold back? Do I move forward? There's a new beginning here in a Six of Pentacles though. So I feel like here, even if you've only just sort of contacted this person or whether they are due to come in for you, the connection between you is going to be incredibly strong. I see that with this Devil, Eight of Swords energy. There's a real, almost an obsession. But you know what? Everybody feels that way in the beginning of a relationship when you start to sort of gather feelings. And sometimes it can be healthy, sometimes perhaps not so healthy when you're in that state, because they term the state limerence, and it can be an attachment to someone that is very powerful that you're feeling. But I feel here with this World and this Three of Swords, you're not really sure whether to sort of cut it off or move forward here. But there's a soulmate card here, so I feel like you've met this person. If you have a look at this energy, it's sort of like you've met this person and you're trying to work out whether what you're feeling is right or not. Now, I can't discount that this might be somebody from your past as well. Whoever this person is, they've made a very strong impression on you. If you haven't met them yet, there's a real energy that this is coming around. Yeah, look at that. Future energy. I do feel that perhaps this person may get in contact with you. Maybe that's why you've got the Nine of Cups here. I'm feeling that this person may get in touch with you with the King of Swords here. There seems to be communication coming through. I feel like perhaps this person did feel the same, especially with the Sun and the Three of Wands here. There's a real feeling of feeling elated, looking forward to what could be, possibilities, that type of thing. That's what's coming through very strongly. All right, let's pull you an oracle card. I have card number 8, and it's called Crown Games and the Right Use of Power. This is quite interesting, being you've got a lot of manifestation in your cards. The leadership, responsibility, accountability, and the right use of power. There is a game of power played by all people, whether they're conscious of it or not. It concerns who has it and who doesn't, how to get more of it and how not to lose that which you have, how to wield it wisely and not to get too drunk with it and cause harm. There are matters you need to ponder now that you can find yourself in the crown game too. You may want to be on top, the best, the most effective, the most beloved. You may discover that your deep desire to help others is disguising the underpinnings of this complex game. Power and all it entails can be both dangerous and productive, destructive and redemptive. I feel like here that you need to be aware of the emotion and that you're feeling here. Because it does talk about empowering yourself rather than giving your power to somebody else, or fighting for something which is, if it's yours, would come your way. Because it talks here, true power is stewarded wisely, for it is given from the divine, not from the ego. In all of your relations, the greatest beauty is when power is shared. So I feel like here that this is about understanding that if this person's been brought on your path, they've been brought there for a reason. I feel like you've had a very sort of strong connection with someone that is going to eventually here make contact with you. So just trust that. You don't have to do the obsession. You don't have to chase. You don't have to worry. I mean, you could ask that person out, but I feel quite strongly that this person is going to communicate with you very, very shortly. All right, I'll leave you with that. Thank you.